Hey guys, Eagle Team 6 back at you with another video. Today we're going to be making a paternoster rig for King George, sand and yellowfin whiting. This rig is very versatile for many different types of fish, sandy bottoms, weedy bottoms, and overall this is a good starter rig if you're just starting out. Some of the things you will need are some monofilament. I have some 50-pound on hand at the moment since that's all I really have. This is going to be much tougher, but it's going to be much harder to tie a knot. Next thing you'll need is a pyramid sinker. I've got a 1 ounce at the moment. You can go all the way, really up all the way to 5 ounces, depending on your conditions. And you'll need some snelled hooks. These ones I've made up since I don't have any of the size I need on hand. Hooks are about size 6 and tags are about 6 inches long. I prefer snelled hooks because then when you're tying your knots, you don't have to use as much line. So yeah, these are really good in my opinion, even though they've got less breaking strain. The first step you need to do is take your monofilament and attach your sinker. The knot I will be using is a figure 8 follow loop. You can use cat's paw, blood knot, any type of knot. This is the knot I'm going with today. So to do it is you loop your line, if I can do it correctly. Loop your line around and then take the sinker and pass it through the loop you made twice. Pull it tight. Lubricate it. Pull it tight with your teeth if you need to. And then that's going to be nice and loose. And now you can just cut the tag off. You don't need it. Like so. The next step you will need to do is to make a dropper loop in your line. I prefer it about 10-15 centimeters above the sinker. So there will be a photo in the top left corner on what the base of it is. So usually I do about 7 wraps if it will work. And then pull the big loop through the little hole and then you pull it tight. Lubrication is very, I cannot express how much you will need lubrication with a dropper loop knot. It is going to help your knots bind a lot nicer, and there we go, a much nicer dropper loop knot. And as you can see there, I have tied it a little bit long. I usually do tie it a bit shorter, and now we're moving on to the second one. Hopefully this time I can pull it a bit nicer and a bit longer, a bit bigger than the other dropper loop knot. Same stuff again. 7, loop your line around, 7 wraps, pretty standard stuff. And pull it through, pull it tight, and yet again, lubrication is key. You can always over lubricate. You don't want to under lubricate it. That's when your line can break. And there you have it. There is our second one. This one came out a bit nicer. And now we are going to put on our type of connector to connect to our main line. If you're running a snap swivel on your rod, you're going to be using what I'm going to be doing, another double figure 8 follow through knot. But if you don't have snap swivel, you are going to just connect a swivel with a blood knot or any type of connector knot. Swivel is going to be very helpful when you don't have a snap swivel. In my case, I do have a snap swivel, so I'm going to be tying a figure 8 knot. So come up your line a decent bit, about 20 to 30 centimeters, and just pretty much do the same thing you did with your sinker. Pull it through twice. Usually, once is alright, twice I find is really effective. Then pull that tight, and then you can cut your tags off. There we go. And there you go. You've got the base of the rig. Now you get onto the fun bit. You can connect your hooks. I'm going to be attaching my longest pre-made hook onto the bottom one. Usually when you buy these already pre-made, this is going to be, they're all going to be the same size, so it doesn't matter. You can buy beaded versions, you can buy unbeaded versions. It just really depends on your preference. Now feed the hook through the loop on the dropper loop, and feed the hook again through the loop on the end of the pre-made. Make sure you get all the beads up near the hook to start with. Would make your life a bit easier, as always. And then pull that tight. The knot should represent a clove hitch, or a cow hitch, how it's pronounced. I haven't done knots in a while. And make sure that's tight. And make sure everything's tight. Don't have any loose bits or anything. So there you have it, guys. A quick and easy paternoster for any type of whiting. And yet again, you can change anything to suit your specifications and where you're fishing and what you're fishing. Yet again, another great starter rig to get you going. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.